macadamia red bell pepper cheese. I'm going to mix the cheese up in the Vitamix and then spread it out on the dehydrator sheets and dehydrate it for at least 24 hours. And then I'll end up with little squares of cheese that you can put on sandwiches or crackers or snacked on or whatever. So I start with macadamia nuts. These have been soaked and dehydrated to activate them. You don't have to dehydrate them for this recipe, you could just soak them overnight. So I'm going to use 2 cups. I use nutritional yeast flakes. Give it a good cheesy flavor. About 3 tablespoons. I'm going to use some salt. I use the pink sunflower salt. About a tablespoon and a half. I'm going to put in a pinch of cayenne pepper. Just put a little bit in. A half a cup of water. My recipe calls for lemon zest. I don't have organic lemons, so I'm just going to put in some lemon juice. Get the seed out. Alright, so I'll put in some lemon juice. Some red bell pepper. The recipe actually calls for maybe a half a cup. I just put in a whole red bell pepper. Garlic. I like a whole clove. You could use less. And the recipe calls for a shallot. I don't have a shallot, so I just use part of an onion. Now I'm going to blend this so it's very smooth. And I'll use my tamper to pack it down to get it to blend well. So while I'm blending, I just keep my hand on it just to make sure it's not getting too hot. It helps I started with frozen macadamia nuts, so it doesn't get too hot. And it is well blended. I checked it. Alright, so I've got my 2 dehydrator sheets here. I have a Excalibur 9 tray. So it comes with the mesh sheet, and then for something this soupy, I use the Teflex sheet. And so I will just kind of split it evenly between the 2 sheets. takes a while for me to scrape it. I don't like to waste any. The Vitamix is 2 horsepower, so they don't make them where you can unscrew the bottom because that would be too dangerous. So they're harder to get the stuff out than a regular blender. But they're easy to clean. You just add water, put it back on there, a little water and soap, put it on high for a little bit, and it's clean. Okay, so then I just spread it out evenly like this. This is the fun part. Just try to get it the same thickness so it'll dehydrate at the same rate. Which is kind of hard to do with the liquid. And then when I get it how I want it, I can go ahead and try to score it some now so that when it's done I can break it into squares. So I go ahead and do it with my spatula on the Teflex. It's not going to hurt the Teflex. I wouldn't use a knife for this. Doesn't be perfect, it just helps being able to break it into squares. And it'll probably take 6 to 12 hours till it's ready to flip. Okay, and then I'm going to score this one. And I keep the dehydrator in the laundry room because it's kind of loud, so it gets it out of the main part of the house. So I'm going to go dehydrate it. Okay, so I'm going to flip the cheese now. It's actually been in the dehydrator for quite a while. I was waiting for my camera person and me to get together. So I just do that. And then I just very carefully peel up the Teflex sheet. And then I will stick it back in the dehydrator. Yeah, without the Teflex sheet, the air just flows better. And it'll go faster now. I'll put it back in the dehydrator.